Santiago with MMA On. Today I'm here with one of the brightest prospects outside of the UFC. We have on Miguel Jacob, who fights at LFA 123 next Friday. Miguel, how's it going today?
How's it going? Thank you very much for having me, guys. I appreciate MMA has been supporting me, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm doing very good. 1 week from my next fight, I'm training very hard, starting to cut some weight. I'm very excited about it.
Before we dive into the fight, I just want to congratulate you on the upcoming baby daughter on the way with
Thank you, bro.
Anna. How's everything been with that?
Yeah, man, it was a surprise. I'm married, but we kind of were planning to have a baby a little bit later on. But man, God knows everything, and now that finally the idea set up on my mind, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Can't wait. My daughter gonna be born in May, so we were preparing ourselves still. But I'm very excited, very happy. Can't wait to have her here with me.
And do you guys have like any names in mind for your daughter?
Yeah, it's gonna be Aria.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Pick that out. We had to pick a name that my family in Brazil were able to pronounce as well. We couldn't pick something too American, and my mom would have a hard time pronouncing. So I think we thought Aria was a good idea, a good fit.
Yeah, and you fight at LFA 123 next Friday. Should you get the win bonus, is that gonna go towards the baby, getting a crib, getting a diapers? Is the money gonna go to the kid?
Yeah, man, that's all I can think right now, bro. That's all I can think right now. Once you start thinking as a parent, start thinking as a dad, everything changes. Something switches on my mind. Like now, it's not about me anymore. Like I'm gonna have a daughter, so everything I do basically nowadays and in everything on my daily activities basically focus on how can I make her life better? Like how can that help my daughter that's coming on the way? So it definitely switches, and then everything I get on this fight, on the next one, is probably going towards her.
For sure. You're not just fighting for legacy now, you're fighting for family, and you're gonna fight for family at LFA 123 next Friday. You're fighting a very game Josh Streaker. What do you think of him as opponent?
He's a very tough opponent, good striker, has a lot of fights, well-rounded. So I have a lot of respect for him. And because of that respect, I trained very hard for this fight. I can see I think it's a good fight for me. So I've trained very, very hard for this fight. I've been waiting for this fight for a long time. So I'm very prepared. I'm ready to put in a great show, and I'm gonna bring this victory back home for sure.
And I believe you switched gyms over to the great team at Kingston MMA. What made you want to move to such a great gym?
So when I stayed at Black House for like about 5 years, and I was feeling like maybe I needed a switch at that time, and I went to Kingston MMA, and I was very well welcomed over there. So I love being there. Master Avokadir is an awesome person. All my teammates are very nice. So I felt like it was the best move for me at the time. But you have a very good relationship with Black House. You love everybody over there. It's a great room with full of killers. It's just like for me at that moment and right now, I thought it was a good switch, and I can see my game improved a lot, since I moved over there. So I'm happy with the transition,
And I'm sure that you're leveling up at that gym. When Miguel Jacob 2.0 enters 2022, what can we expect from this new version of you?
Man, I'm more complete of a fighter of MMA. Nowadays, I can call myself a real MMA fighter, on all aspects. I'm very hungry. I'm very motivated. With all the daughter thing coming too, man, I'm like, man, I gotta speed up the pace. You know what I mean? So I'm training very hard. I'm training very focused. Change some stuff around me, my way of doing things a little bit, and seeing things with fighting a little bit, switch it. So I feel like I'm more motivated and a hungry fighter, in 2022 for sure.
We're 7 days out from the fight. Do you have a certain prediction in mind for how this fight goes?
I think it's gonna be a good fight. We're both good strikers, so I think we're gonna go there and give our best. I'm sure we're both gonna give our best. Uh, Hopefully my win for sure. I'm gonna give my best. I train very hard, so I'm gonna get this win. And best case scenario, a knockout. I can see myself getting a knockout on this fight too. That's why I train very hard for. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm gonna go for. You know what I mean? I always try to finish the fight, even if it's striking or if it's on the ground. I'm very confident in my grappling too, and I'm an MMA fighter now, so might switch it up things. Who knows? And let's see how it is. Hope the end result, my victory, hopefully with a knockout.
Mm-hmm. And you bounced back from your first loss in MMA, and you got the win in December. How good did it feel to rebound and to get back, to get your confidence back in December?
Yeah, so like my last LFA fight, I was coming back from almost a year and a half layoff because I had an ACL surgery, I had a big surgery, so I had to stay out for a little bit. And I felt a little bit off timing when I was there. It wasn't my best night. I couldn't agree. It was a good fight, hats off to my opponent. But I felt like I didn't lose enough during the fight, like I wasn't very much myself. I don't know if it was because of the time I took it off, maybe surgery or something like that. So then, like after I got that, I got it back. I took the dust off a little bit. December, I felt more comfortable. I felt more at home inside the octagon again, and it was good to be back, And now, more than ever, I'm more ready than I was before because I've been through the ups and downs. I feel more complete with this loss. It took me to places that I haven't been before in MMA. You know what I mean? I lost before fighting kickboxing when I was younger, but it's not the same. So I feel like I had to rethink a couple of stuff and what made me a stronger and better fighter.
Hmm. And just rewatching that fight, you almost knocked him out in the first round. You almost had him, and then he kind of got control in that last round. And he just had you in a bad position. But what could you take away from that fight? Like, what lessons? Because it's either you win or you learn. So, like, what lessons could you take away from that one loss?
Yeah, so mostly uh, because of my surgery, I was like I was coming back, but I can't say I didn't. I didn't put things in the right place. I got right after I was done with physical therapy. I went straight into camp, and I went to fight. Maybe a little bit more would be better for me. And the lesson I took from that fight, man, it's that maybe stay a little bit more calm. Once I dropped him on the first round, I got too excited, and I because I was looking too much to finish the fight. I think that was a little bit of a mistake by my part at that time. If I had to play a little bit safer and a little bit smarter, didn't try too much to finish, didn't go too much for the finish on the feet, I would get the win. The fight was even until the last round. I was winning the last round too until the last 30 seconds. I made a mistake. So that's definitely a lesson I took from the fight to control more my pace. Be more patient and let the fight flow. That the finish will come.
Hmm. And I want to talk about your good friend Micon Mendoza. It's been a while since his LFA title win back in like 2020. But what did you think about that fight against Dagvidors?
Man, it was a great fight, and he showed how good of a fighter he is. Showed a lot of heart, showed a lot of technique. And Michael's my brother for life. We've been together in this journey for a long time, and that was just a little piece of who Michael is. Whoever trained with him, whoever is close to him, know how good he is, the potential he has. So I think now with him in Bellator, he gonna put all of that, in practice, and I expect him to do great things over there, and I'm gonna be there with him for sure.
Hmm. And who are some of your new teammates at Kingston MMA? Like, what's your close circle of like sparring partners and people who you work with?
I mean, it's hard to say names because there's so many. I love everybody over there. Everybody treats me so nice. I'm all great guys. You have like a lot of guys over there that I love to work with. They always help me out, and everybody. I don't want to say names because if I say name, I might forget everybody. But I'm thankful to have all of those guys over there. We have famous guys. We have upcoming guys, and they are all, man, that stuff as it comes. Very nice people as well. You know, the family feeling over there is very strong. What makes me very happy about it. I love being there. It's a good energy place, you know, and that's for me, that's the best.
And you're nearly perfect in career, but you always bring the fight. You know, you're always entertaining to watch. You always try to get the finish. Do you think if you get the finish, this next fight, a UFC shot might be on the horizon for you?
Yeah, I'm trying to take things slowly, you know, like step by step. All I'm focused right now is on this fight. Um, mm, Getting that win will for sure get me one step closer to my goal. There is for sure being in the UFC. So I can see myself with maybe one or two more wins. Who knows? I'm gonna focus on this fight right now. I'm not trying to think too much ahead. Uh, there was a UFC card in Rio that just got canceled. When I saw that, I was like, oh my
Oh
god,
yeah.
maybe. But you know, I'm 24 right now, years old as well, so no rush. Taking things slowly. I know whenever I'm ready, the chance will come. You know, so I'm thinking right now is getting the next win, keep training hard, and I know at the right time the chance will come. And whenever it comes, I'm ready. I'm ready right now, you know what I mean? But
hmm
maybe after the win, I will be even more ready. So who knows? Whenever it comes, it comes. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna put in a great show. I was bringing the fight. I was putting my heart over there, and hopefully people like. You know, hopefully we can we can we can get high places. You know.
hmm And you know, with Brazil, obviously it's kind of hard to get there because of COVID and all this stuff. UFC fortunately had to cancel the card there. But what would it mean for you to fight in Brazil again and maybe soon?
Man, so it will be my dream coming true, you know, one of my dreams coming true, especially because the arena where the fights are normally in Rio, it's
hmm
literally across the street from my house. Across the street. It's like 5 minute walk. You cross the street, that's where my mom lives. So how good would be for me to be able to fight over there in front of my mom's house, you know, where I grew up, you know. So that would mean a lot. I know one day it will happen. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day for sure we're gonna have this talk again. And I know God will bless me with that. One day we're gonna be having this talk again, and it's gonna be a good moment, you know.
For sure, for sure. Like, sorry, have you like been to Brazil since we last talked, or has it just been like too hard to get there, especially with COVID right now?
I've been there last year, last September, if I'm not wrong, or October. I went there to see my family. I had to deal with some family stuff there. Yeah, that was the last time I visited there. Now with the baby, I gotta plan a little bit more. Maybe hopefully go back by the end of the year. But man, going to Brazil is always good. I get to train with old friends. I get to learn a lot of new stuff, and it's always good to remind yourself why Brazil is such a good country on this sport. You know why we have so many good fighters. Because when you go there, you see so much talent, so much heart, so much passion about fighting. You know, we just don't. I believe we just don't have as much opportunities that people do here in America. But man, in Brazil, it's crazy. You know, the talent is natural. You know, in Brazil.
What do you miss most about Brazil? Is it the food? Is it like the places? Is it like what do you miss most about your home country?
I love America and I'm very happy here. I would say what I miss the most, my family that's here in Brazil, my mom, my brother, my sister. I miss them a little bit, but the food too, I miss a lot. The weather maybe because it's warm all the time where I grew up, so I like that. But I'm very happy here in California too. You know, it's a great place. I can't complain. California being so good make me not miss as much living there. You know what I mean? In
hmm
Brazil, but I miss a little bit for sure.
hmm And I saw that one of your former teammates, Vanessa Demopoulos, she had a very viral interview with Joe Rogan, where Joe Rogan carried her into his arms. Did you see that interview, and what did you think about that?
Yeah, I saw. I was watching the fight, and it's funny because once the girl got in her guard, I was like, man, she's gonna finish because I know her guard. She has a very good guard. I was like, man, she's gonna finish. She's gonna find something from that because she's very good jiu-jitsu. So she's gonna find. And after while I was saying that, she was going for the arm. But I was like, she's not gonna miss the push. She's gonna get, and then she got it. And then it was good. I got very happy for her. I wish her the best, and it was a good moment. It was a good moment. She deserved it.
Mhm. I know you don't want to look too much in the future, but when you get into that UFC octagon, it's not a matter of if. I think it's a matter of when in your case. But when you get into that octagon,
Amen, brother.
what's gonna be your first interview like? Like, are you gonna like? Is it gonna? I know it's gonna be crazy, a crazy feeling, but how do you imagine that playing out?
Yeah, honestly, I think we gotta, because a lot of times we plan stuff, and once you get there, it goes totally different. But I can see myself being very happy and very excited and emotional about it because that's what I've been thinking for a long time. That's what I made a lot of sacrifices for. That's what I've been working very hard since I was very young. So imagine someone winning the lottery. Now imagine me on that time. And my goal is to be the champ one day, not to be over there for sure, but just being there and winning my first fight will mean a lot to me. And then maybe one day putting that belt, and then I will be a made man. I like to joke that if that happens, I can die the day after because I will be a happy man. I conquer my dream. That is to be a UFC champ one day.
Yeah, when that happens, I'll send you this video, man.
Hey, gonna be good. Gonna be good. We're gonna have that on record. That's awesome, brother.
If you had to speak to yourself 5 or 10 years from now, what would you tell the Miguel Jacob of the future?
Miguel from today speaking with Miguel from the future.
hmm Like, what
Yeah,
message would you have to give to him?
oh, like the older Miguel to the young one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I would say maybe keep doing what you're doing. Keep the faith up. Keep working hard. Things come at the right time. Don't think too much about tomorrow. God have everything under control. Just keeping doing you. Keeping doing what you're doing. Keep doing good. Keep doing good things to people. Keep spreading the good message. Keep spreading love. Sharing good things, with the world, and things will work it out. Hopefully.
Awesome. Well, I think that's all
Just
the
keep being yourself. Keep being yourself and keep being real.
Yeah, it's very good advice. I think that's all the questions I had for you. Just want to thank you again for the time, Miguel. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans or family out there watching?
Man, I just want to say thank you very much for having me once again. It means a lot to me, and I can see how much the channel grew from the last year, and that makes me very happy. And you deserve a lot because you work very hard, very smart, passionate about it. So that also motivates me, seeing the channel growing from where it is nowadays. It's very nice. Congratulations to you and your partners on that. And I just want to say thank you for everybody that supports me, everybody that helps me out, everybody that cheers for me, and that makes my heart very happy about it. I train very hard for my next fight. I'm sure I'm gonna put in a great show. You guys can expect the best of me, like always. I'm willing to kill or die over there, and hopefully next Friday we celebrate. Getting our arms raised, and then we can have some nice stories to tell my daughter.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Miguel.
Thank you very much, brother. It's a pleasure to have you. See
Yeah,
you.
we'll talk soon after the win.
Amen. See you, my brother.